Welcome back to my channel. Today I wanted to do some testing out of these new products that I picked up, a lot of them from e.l.f. and so I wanted to see what I come up with and try all these new products, see if I like them initially, and give you my opinion for first impressions. So if you'd like to see what I think and what products these are, then just keep watching. I've already moisturized my face. So I have here some brushes that I picked up. I don't know if Ulta always carried e.l.f. products, but I noticed that when I was browsing on Ulta's website, I noticed that they had a lot of items, and it's a lot of stuff that I've been wanting to try. I would never find it at Target, so I was able to find it at Ulta, and I picked some up. I ordered them online. Like, for example, this e.l.f. blending brush. I was always interested because of the way that it's shaped and looks so soft. I also got this one. It's called the Ultimate Blending Brush, and it's a large dome shaped head, and it's densely packed. I felt like maybe this would be a good foundation brush. I also picked this one up, and this one's called the Flawless Face Brush. So this is what this looks like, and it reminds me so much of the, okay, this one's shedding a little bit. I hope I didn't get, I did. I got a defective one. I keep pulling hair out. That sucks. Well, anyways, I was saying that these reminded me so much of the Marc Jacobs brushes and the Kat Von D brushes, so I wanted to see how this works. So far, I got a defective one, but yeah, it feels soft. So I'm gonna start with foundation. I just picked this up not too long ago. It's the Makeup Forever Water Blend Foundation. I have to say that I really enjoy this. Basically, it's for more of a natural, even out skin tone kind of foundation. It's super lightweight. You don't even feel like you're applying a liquid foundation. So I really like this. It definitely feels like you're applying water to your face. And I'm gonna try the Ultimate Blending Brush. This is how usually I apply it anyways, with a brush, because like I said, it is already pretty sheer, and using a beauty blender would sheer it out even more. For everyday use, I'm okay with a lighter foundation. I'm gonna go in with one more layer. Okay, so I picked up this e.l.f. HD Lifting Concealer, and I got it in the shade Light, and I'm going to try it out. For me, a concealer, I don't really worry so much about dark circles. At least whatever I get doesn't bother me. I use it mainly for brightening under the eye and highlighting other features around my face. This is actually so far really nice. I have some a little bit of darkness around the corner of my mouth that I like to brighten up. Now I'm gonna go in with my, it's called the Airbrush Blurring Concealer, number 103. So I'm using this to buff in the concealer. For being the light shade, I don't feel that it is that light or brightening for me, but it's okay. Yeah, so I think that I'm going to brighten just a tad bit. Oh, and I'm taking the Anastasia cream kit, and I'm going to just use the blending brush that I use for the foundation. Just gonna buff that in. I also got this e.l.f. Shadow Lock Eyelid Primer. It's in the shade Sheer. I'm just gonna use my finger. It's drying really nice. It doesn't look heavy on the lid. Yeah, it has a like a velvety feel to it. I'm gonna set my concealer, so I don't want it to crease. Okay, so now that I am setting this here, I can tell you a little bit more about this concealer. It's a nice concealer. I think it's lightweight, but it doesn't cover much. So if you're looking for full coverage, this is not full coverage. I also got this e.l.f. brow pencil. It's a neutral brown. It looks like a little crayon. And it has the spoolie on the other end. So far it doesn't have a waxy formula. It pretty much glides on pretty smooth. It's not bad. I guess a true test would be how it wears, but it's pretty good so far. The only complaint that I'm starting to realize is that it's a thick point. The fine point is at the beginning when you get it brand new, and the more you use it, it starts getting duller and duller, and then it's really thick. So for that reason, I don't think I'm gonna like it. I really need that point for preciseness, since I do fill in and kind of draw in hair. Yeah, this is gonna get so thick that it's gonna be impossible to draw in little hairs. Look at this difference. Fine point, and then it's getting really, really thick. See, I already have this area here that I couldn't get it dark enough, or really couldn't get in there. So I'm just gonna use my brow stylist definer from L'Oreal. I'm gonna take this big fluffy brush from Morphe. It's the E1. I'm gonna take my BH matte finish press powder, and I'm just gonna use that a tiny bit to set everything. Okie doke. So I do have a eyeshadow palette that I got from e.l.f. and I've never tried any of their eyeshadows. It's the Prism eyeshadow, and it's all shimmery shades, pinks, some kind of like purple, but they're all shimmery. So I'm gonna use that, and I'm also gonna use this. I just got it. I want to play with it, and it's the Too Faced The Power of Makeup by NikkiTutorials palette. Let me just show you the inside, how beautiful that is. It smells like chocolate. So I'm actually going to dab into these two palettes. I'm going to take this shade Ivy, the lid primer. It already creased. Let me set it. I'm going to take this small tapered blending brush from Luxie 231. I'm going to take Painkiller, and I'm going to put that on my crease. I'm taking the Morphe M433, has no product, just to clean. I'm going to take Makeup and Chill, a little darker, just to define the crease area. Okay, so I also purchased this e.l.f. Makeup Lock and Seal. And pretty much what it says is this: increase the intensity of your makeup colors and lock it in instantly. So apparently you can apply this to your eyeliner, your shadow, your lipstick, your blush, brow color, and more for sealed, smudge proof wear. It comes with this little brush. It looks like a flat concealer brush. It comes with this little clear container, and then the little liquid. I just added a few drops. This is weird. I'm scared. I don't even know what I'm doing. Okay, so I don't know how to do this. I'm gonna pack on the color on my lid and then dab some of this seal. I'm gonna attempt this one way. I'm going to go in with one of these pink for the inner corner. I mixed both. this is pretty good. I didn't think I was gonna get much color payoff, and it's actually coming through pretty good. Okay, so I'm applying that. Then I'm gonna apply this purple. So I'm gonna have like this gradient washes of color. And then at the end, I'm gonna take Wham Bam, that purple from the palette, and apply it to the outer edge. This is a really, really nice purple. Okay, so now I'm going to take a little bit of this stuff and I guess dab my eye. Can you see? It feels a little wet, so let me let it dry. It looks really, really pretty. I think it did kind of brighten it up just a tad bit. Maybe I should seal it up. I really, really like this. Now I'm just going back with that blending brush and cleaning up around the edges. I'm going to take some more of that dark reddish brown Makeup and Chill, and I'm going to darken just a tad bit this outer corner. I'm going to take a champagne truffle and I'm going to apply it to the inner corner. I'm going to work on this eye real quick. Now I'm taking that same reddish brown and bringing it to the bottom lash line. And then I'm going to take the black shade in the palette called Wanted. I'm just going to really, really lightly do it on the outer corner and then bring it up into the eye, kind of like a C shape. I'm bringing it down and then just blending it on the top. Now taking that brush that had no product and just buffing the bottom part. I'm going to take my black liquid eyeliner from Lorac. It's the Front of the Line Pro. And I'm not even going to do a wing. I just want to darken my lash line. So I'm going to take the Too Faced Better Than Sex mascara that came with the kit because it's actually purple. And how fun to have purple lashes. Okay, now I have to go back and do the rest of my face. I'm going to take my Lorac Pro Contour and then the e.l.f. blending brush and just contour my cheek. Actually, I like this brush. Works really, really good. It's not too harsh of a line. It like domes over even though it fans out, and it's dense enough to where you can blend it out. Totally liking it. Okay, I'm going to use the same brush, see how it bronzes up, but I'm going to go in with Chocolate Soleil from the palette. I'm going to take the L'Oreal Silk Kiss-A-Me eyeliner in pure purple. I'm going to tightline just above my top lash line just to further deepen that lash line. And then I also got this from Ulta. It's the Essence Pure Nude Highlighter. It's in the shade 10, Be My Highlight. And then I'm going to take the Morphe 510. Haven't tried this highlighter yet, so let's see. Because again, this is a really good, affordable highlighter, and it's really good. I'm going to get this one even though it's shedding. The Flawless Face Brush. I'm going to dab into both those blushes. Picked up a lot. It's super, super soft, this brush. I'm going to take the highlighter again from this palette, Champagne Truffle, and run it along the bridge of my nose and on my cupid's bow and on the tip of my nose. I also picked up, I guess it's new, it's the NYX Suede Matte Lip Liner. I got it in the shade Soft Spoken. And then for lips, it's this Jouer in the shade Melon. Ooh, that's a pretty color. I do not have a new setting spray, so I'm just gonna go in with L'Oreal Infallible Pro Spray. Okay, so my final thoughts were, I was actually really impressed with this shadow palette, and it's actually called the Sunset. I was really impressed with the color payoff that it gave. I wasn't expecting it. The concealer, not so much. It didn't do much for me. This looks really, really light in the tube, but it really isn't. It just didn't work for me. I was actually pretty impressed with this makeup lock and seal. It actually did make the shadows pop a little bit more, make them a little more vibrant. In this case, these shades were kind of metallic-y, and it made the metallic kind of stand out. So I really, really like it. I'm not so sure about the longevity of it. It doesn't feel sticky at all. So I'm interested to try this with other products, maybe even glitter, see how the glitter stays on. I don't think I'm going to be reaching out for this brow pencil. Like I said, it will get dull. The initial application, the point was very fine, so I was able to work with it and mimic the hairs in the sparse area, but it's going to get dull. I already know this, and I'm not really sure I will be able to use it anymore. And what else did we use? I really liked this highlighter. I think this is definitely an pretty reasonably priced. So it's one of those hidden gems that you should actually own, and it's from Essence. Love this palette. I think it's one of those palettes that you can do it all. You can do your high glam or neutral. It comes with a brush. It comes with a blush, highlighter, and a contour, so it's definitely one of those palettes that you can take with you. I love the pop of colors that are there. Mystic Hour is this like teal color, really, really pretty. I want to use that. Holidays are coming. I mean, for me, it's gonna be gold and silver all the time. So I really, really enjoyed this palette. The mascara, definitely loved it. It's better than Sex Mascara, but just in the shade purple. So can't go wrong with this. So far, you definitely have to set this. The what is it called? I forgot what it's called, but it's the primer, the lid primer. I actually did like this. Initially, I wasn't sure because it did crease on me, but as long as you set it, and my eyeshadow, I mean, I haven't had it for a long time, but we'll see if it holds up like all the other primers that I use. Then I'll definitely use this, and you know, who knows, maybe it'll replace all the other ones that are a little more on the pricier side. And then I think this is my last items. No. Okay, so this is my first time purchasing the Jouer lip products, and I actually really, really like it. It's very, very comfortable. It's not mattifying to where it dries your lips, so it's really, really comfortable. I'm interested in other shades as well, so far it's pretty good. And then last but not least, the face products. I actually really, really liked this one. I think this is gonna be one of those face products that I reach to a lot. Really, really liked this whole blending, and even for bronzing up, it worked really, really good. What is it? The Ultimate Blending Brush. It worked really good, but I did try it on a foundation that's a little more on the sheer side, so maybe I'll give it a go with a little more full coverage foundation to see if it really smooths out and blends out good. But so far it's pretty good. Now this one, I thought this was going to be my favorite out of all the brushes. I just think that I need to get a new one that's not defective and doesn't shed. But other than that, so far it was really good. And that was it. I really hope that you enjoyed it, and don't forget to give me a thumbs up, subscribe if you haven't done so already, and I will see you next time. Bye.